Hayward not running. Tap back to the mound. Stripling will come home with it, and they've got Contreras caught between home and third. Turner tags him out, 2 away. Well, you wondered for a moment there if Ross Stripling was going to. There they go. Here it comes, and he got him swinging, cutting one to the knees and finishing the Cubs in the second. Lifts one to right center field. That's down for a hit, and it gets by Hayward. Up against the bricks. Alex Verdugo headed for third. Baez with a relay. Not in time, and Verdugo has started the. Taylor rips one to short that gets by Baez. They catch a break and take the lead in the 5th.
Somewhere deep in Javier Baez is conscious. I think he was thinking
Two
about
on, 2 out. Baez to Rizzo with a 1-1 pitch. Lifted to right. Bellinger started on. Now goes back, and he'll make the play to end the inning. And so it's still 1-0 as Dave Roberts goes to Pedro Baez, but he does get Rizzo, and it's on the ground. Hernandez will step on the bag and take his time to whip it to first for a double play. Ferguson's out of the 7th. On to the 8th. The Dodgers won. The Cubs. Kinsler's first one is slashed on the ground to second. Descalso with a tag. And 2 for the price of 1. 2 on 1 pitch to open Kinsler's day.
They're going to make sure that Seager got tagged, and they want him to review
the 8th. Swings away, hits a slicing fly to left center. Almora to the warning track, to the wall to catch it, but it'll bring home Corey Seager and make it 2-0. Turner advancing to third. They're at the corners with 2 out. 0-2. Back to the cutter to get him and finish this one off. So the Dodgers, through Milwaukee and Chicago, finish off with a winning trip, going 4-3 as they take the finale from the Cubs today.
Doogie, the leadoff triple there in the 5th. What did you like in that at bat against Lester?
Yeah, just really for me, I was just trying to stay on him, get something over the middle of the zone, and put a good swing on it. He got me in the first at bat, kind of going off the plate. So I was just 2-2, choked up, shortened up, and just really try to put a good swing on it. He left one middle in and was able to drive it in the gap.
And you knew that you were going to be able to get to him. You just seemed to have that confidence regardless of the opposing pitcher. What gave you that faith that you would be able to capitalize in that at bat in the 5th?
Struck out in the first, got a little fired up, and so for the second at bat, just really wanted to get a couple good aggressive swings, and was able to get one and drive it.
How much are you opening up your swing?
Not really opening up. I just think, I'm seeing better pitches and kind of just going where it's pitched. It's not trying to pull it, trying to do too much. It's just if the pitch is in, I've been opening it up a little bit and, being able to clip them.
You got the deep out there. You thought that one could have been a home run in any other ballpark. What did you tell me when you came into the dugout about everything that you did right?
Yeah, I hit it hard off the bat. Exit velo was 103. I felt like I spun it right, hit it high, but Chicago, that's a windy city, so it was kind of blown in and just hit my ball like a parachute, so it happens.
How big was this pitching staff today, being able to hold those guys to just 1 run?
Huge. Everybody, Strip, Baez, Kelly, Ferg, and then Kenley at the end. These are the days that we look forward to. Our pitchers, they were on it. They kept us in the ball game. Obviously, 0 runs through 8 innings is really good. So, anytime they score less than 1 or less than 2, we feel pretty confident. And
you guys get to salvage the series here, but more importantly, you have a winning road trip. What does that mean? You go through Milwaukee and Chicago, two very formidable clubs that you beat.
It's great. You never want to drop a series. We want to go out there, just kind of get a couple wins while we can. And, even when we're working through some stuff, I feel like everybody's taking good at bats, and, we're all playing really well.
Good road trip. I really did. You look at our 2 NLCS opponents and the last 2 NLCS opponents, and for us to go on the road, and both those teams were playing good baseball. For us to come out of it 4-3, I thought it was very positive. And we could have won more, could have lost more, but I think that the way we played the game was good. Was really good. Today, Ross, I thought he had really good stuff today. I thought the breaking ball, the feel for the breaking ball today was really good. I thought his cutter had the the bite that it should have, and the bullpen was really good today.
What did you say to Ross when you ended up taking him out when he was pitching a shutout? You just thought the matchup was better with Baez in?
I did. I thought that, you know, where Ross was at, and I thought the second at bat that Bryant had against him, I thought he was seeing the breaking ball better, and I wasn't going to have him face Rizzo, so I think that right there, I just felt that Petey, with his usage of late, knowing he's going to go 1+, I thought that could have been the difference in the game. So with 2 outs, I liked Petey versus Baez. Unfortunately, walked him, but I felt good still with Petey versus Rizzo as well.
In that 8th inning, you allowed Joe Kelly to go out there to face the heart of the order again. What does that do for his confidence to get out of that?
I think it should be, you know, show a vote of confidence. You know, it's one thing to talk to the player and tell him you believe in him, you believe in his stuff, and you know, we need him, and then to back that up and put him in leverage, I think that really sends a message to him. And today I thought, as far as sequencing his fastball, driving in there, the shape to the breaking ball, the changeup, using that off those 2 pitches, I thought this is good as, for me, as good as we've seen him so far.
What's up with Dylan Floro? He hasn't pitched since Saturday.
Yeah, Dylan, a few days ago, first day in, took a ball in batting practice off the back of the shoulder. So it was one of those things we wanted to stay away from. Him, was available, but when there's still soreness, you just want to protect him a little bit. And today available, but again, you could have went Floro there. I just felt that in that spot, you know, I want Joe to be the guy right there.
Back of the pitching shoulder, right?
Correct.
Was Lester, or was he, you know, coming off the DL first game back, or is he still just the veteran guy that he's been?
Lester was Lester, and I think that Lester was Lester outside of the fact that I think that he started to tire a little bit, and he didn't have the regular 110 pitch count, you know, of course not. But as far as what he gave them, the corners not giving in, the changeup, the cutter, that's what John does.
What did you see from Verdugo in that at-bat?
Alex, just really solid approach, really, and he stayed in the big part of the field like we talked about, and he left the ball up, and he released the barrel a little bit, hit it to the pull side gap, and it was a big triple. It was obviously a big run, and even just the way he saw the ball, way he stays in there against the left-hander, he just gives you a good quality of bat and just forces you to make good pitches to get him out, and I just like that competitive bat.
You expect to be a mob with pitchforks and torches if you don't start playing every day?
Yeah, I do. You know what, I think Alex is in a very good place, and we have a lot of good players, and my job is to keep him involved, keep him going, and that's what I think we've been doing. And to his credit, he's responded and been very productive.
What was your conversation with Lance Barksdale right before that Justin Turner at bat?
There was something where I thought there was he signaled for a double switch with the pitch in the 5, so Descalso stayed in the game, so I wanted to get clarity on that, so it was my mistake.
As well as Ross has started, how important is it to add him to the bullpen for the flexibility?
It's really important, and now you look at the pen, and you've got Richie back online, you've got Julio in the pen, so now you're adding 2 guys that can give you length, can pitch in leverage. So just as far as the pitching staff in general, you just added 2 guys that get lefties and righties out, and that can give you length and leverage, so it just makes our staff that much better.
Turner good there?
Excuse me?
Justin Turner good there?
Yeah, he's good. I think that was a pretty good spot to get him on. He's got a lot of protection underneath that uniform, so you know, when you stand on the dish, that's going to happen at times, so he's fine.
After a tough couple games to open this series in Chicago, the Dodgers come away with the finale 2-1. And when you step back and look at the trip as a whole, it's a really good trip through Milwaukee and Chicago.
It's a really good trip. You know, the starting staff is starting to get healthy. Rich Hill's going to be back soon. And you look at what's going on with Stripling and Julio Urias going to the bullpen. Now Strip with a great outing today, setting up the bullpen and waiting for the late offense, but it came through.
Alex Verdugo, another day and another opportunity where he comes through.
You know what? We look at the lineup today, and Dave Roberts shaked it up against the lefty, brings in Bellinger, takes him up to the 4-hole. He gets Verdugo in there, and those are the two guys that came through and brought some offense out.
Yeah, Bellinger had the sacrifice fly to add the insurance, which wound up being huge because Kenley Jansen gave up that 9th inning home run. Ultimately, though, a 2-1 win, and the Dodgers head home to welcome in Pittsburgh tomorrow.